What I like about a piece of paper, just a scratch paper, is that it has straight edges and a right angle that allow me to draw a rectangle on this slab that I know is square. Notice I'm going to draw it first. That way, in case I make a mistake, it's easy to erase with my finger. After I have it drawn where I want, then I can make the cuts. There. Now it's ready to roll up into a cylinder shape. I could keep it wide like that and think about how that feels for a size, or I could decide I want it more narrow. In that case, all I have to do is cut off that excess. Now I'd like to take a moment to point out joining these two pieces. If I connect them like this, it's going to be really thick where the two pieces connect. So I'm going to pinch them thin just a little bit on each side. So it's gradually thinner. And then when I place the two pieces together, you can see where they look like they're equally about the same length. You don't want to put them together like that so there's a thin spot. You want to overlap them just a little bit. Then you've got to slip and score the two pieces together, and with a dry finger you can blend the two so that you can't see that seam at all. I did notice that the very top of this piece looks like it's, because it's been flattened, it's been stretched at the top, so you might need to go and blend the rim of your mug as well. Now it's time to roll a bottom of the mug. Just like I did before, I'm using a rolling pin and two guides. The guides protect the mug, protect the clay from being rolled too thin. As long as the rolling pin's on top of those guide rods, it can't get too thin. Then I place my cylinder over the slab I've just rolled, trace it before I cut it. When I'm sure I've got the perfect size of the bottom, then I go back and cut it out. And after I cut it out, of course, you've got to slip and score it together. Now if you see there, you've got that big seam, you want to make sure you blend it, smearing from the bottom up. It really helps to put your one hand in for support and the other hand do the blending. That way you don't accidentally crush or indent the side of your cylinder. One hand for support and the other hand blending. Be careful that your thumb doesn't come in and start pinching. Students love to pinch this, but do not pinch it. It'll start to get too thin and it'll weaken. So what you do is you have one hand in the mug and the other hand for blending. No pinching allowed. Your thumb is not invited to the party. So if you keep doing this, you'll see that some of the areas are blended, and there's still some areas I still have to blend, but you can tell the areas I blend, there's no seams and there's no cracks.